Hi, I'm Christian author Thomas Ashburn Jr., and we're here at Holy Faith in Franklin, Virginia with the group Eternity for Eternity TV on YouTube. We're here for a treat today. This is an exclusive interview you can't get anywhere else. So first, let's meet the group. Let's go around the room one by one. Just state your name, where you're from, and the role you play in the group.
My name is Thomas Ashburn, lead singer from the city of Chesapeake, Virginia.
My name is Reverend James Jordan. I'm from Como, North Carolina, and I play rhythm guitar and also a vocalist in the group Eternity.
My name is Teddy Day. I'm from Hampton, Virginia, and I'm drum and sing in the group.
I'm Frank Riddick, lead guitarist. I'm from Suffolk, Virginia.
My name is Alfred Turner. I'm a drum, and I'm from Ocean, North Carolina.
My name is Bernard Woodman. I'm Baker, White County.
Okay, how did the group get started? Who's that person that kind of spearheaded the whole thing to kind of get this group together?
We had to give that credit to Brother Frank over here. He got on the phone and he started calling. I guess he could tell you more about it than we can. How the Lord moved on him to get the group going.
I guess you could say it was a dream that come true. First got the idea, wanted to put the group together. Started out interviewing different people's coming in for audition. I think I just point that I guess it just wasn't working out. So in a conversation with Reverend Jordan, he kind of instilled in me that maybe I was going at it the wrong way. I tried to do it all alone, and maybe I needed to get God involved with it. One thing he told me that if you be sincere and believe in it and pray about it, God will answer your prayers. And, I guess you could say my prayer was answered because here's eternity. Right?
So how long have you all been performing and recording?
We started back in October 2001, getting together, and different one tried out and all that, but these one you see now mostly, we started out in about, we've been singing that for about a good 4 years solid, and we've been able to produce a couple of CDs in that time. There was a lot of struggles involved, but we toughed it out and we made it.
It's Tuesday night. I know this time usually you all are rehearsing. So what's a typical Eternity rehearsal like?
Really, we always start out in prayer. Prayer is the top of the list on us for everything that we do. You know, God said that man should always pray and not faint and pray one for another, you know. And then we just get into our rehearsal, and God has always gifted us with songs. Sometimes songs come so fast, but we're kind of slowing down on them there, you know, trying to perfect what we already have out here. But it looked like we're cranking up again, and God has started sending some more songs to us for us to get into. And I'd also like to remind the guys, it's a blessing that we used to have with us, Brother James Copeland. He was one of the original ones that started out with us. Everybody called him Moon. And I want to acknowledge him too, because he was faithful when he was with us, you know.
So we talk about songs and coming up with new songs. So I guess growing up, who were some of the groups or singers that you grew up listening to that kind of influenced your musical style?
I think for me, if I may say that I have touched different types of music. Just playing R&B to gospel. Some of the people that influenced me in the gospel groups is look at the Clouds of Joy, Slim Supreme Man, with the Banks and the Vessels, Blues Brothers. So the list goes on.
Then another thing, we were blessed to, even though we heard other musics and songs, we have our own unique style of singing and music. We may bring some song together, but we have talented people like Frank and Booker, and a drummer to put music to the song. So we have our own unique sound, and it's a little different from the rest of it because we're not hard gospel and we're not, too soft. We try to be in between, something for everybody.
And I think it's a blessing that God has gifted us, like Pastor Ashburn said, to do our own music, to sing our own song, and to sing and to play our own music. And we don't try to worry about what somebody else is doing. We don't worry about copying anybody else, because God has given every man of God an individual spirit within himself. And when a group get together, they're supposed to be able to come into harmony and create what God has put in their heart and put it out there for the people, so they can be looking for eternity instead of looking for keynotes or different groups, that you heard.
Do you all remember the first time you performed together in front of an audience and what that was like?
For me, it was like something we all could say that we're living our dream. I must say that when we first met, and then we sat around and talked, and then we decided we would try to actually practice, rehearsal. I think in one particular session, we heard the harmony, and at that time we knew that there was something there. We knew that this was the right time, these were the right guys. So I think the first time we performed for an audience, I must say it was actually a blessing in living the dream.
And I think something that all of us, I believe, have been through a lot of controversy with other groups that we have been in. I started out singing with a group from Harrisville, which was the Gospel Imperials. They were a very good group. And I didn't play guitar when I was with them. They would just let me sing. Then I got with the Harmonizing Jubilee. They wanted me just to play guitar, and they wouldn't let me sing. So when I came to Eternity, God blessed me to do both, to sing and play. And I think a lot of the other guys, sometimes you go to some groups and they figure like, you ain't good enough, or you're not what we want. But I like the way God brought everything into harmony with us and banded us together so that we had the right fit, and allow the Holy Spirit to use us to create something that I believe is pleasing to God.
Yeah, that was kind of the same thing with me. I was with another group at the time. They began, and James, I was playing drums mostly all day time, and then I migrated to singing, and I think like he said, we had so much, we've been through so much with other groups that when we came together with this one, it was a blessing to see how everybody could gel together and be what we are now. It's a lot of harmonies here, it's unity here, and we made govern ourselves to what we can conquer and do, and no one person runs anything. We all talk it out. We all get together and talk about what we're gonna do, what our plans are, what we want to do, and how we want to do it. And it's not no one person. And I think that's another blessing that we got in this group that's going for us.
If it wasn't for Frank, I wouldn't be singing nowhere. Because I told him we tried to get a group together for maybe the longest time, because I started off with a group that we feel called the Gospel Echoes, and they kind of broke up. So Frank put stuff down, said, well, that's it. Then he called me one day and said, gonna try that. And then that didn't work. And we tried with another group, and they said, no, we weren't good enough and all that. Frank said, man, give me one more time, one more chance. I said, well, I'll try it one more time, but that's it this time. I ain't gonna try to sing that with another group. I don't care how good they are. But we tried it one more time, and we held out this time, and things worked out good.
One thing too, I like to say, I gotta give thanks to Frank again. When we first started rehearsing, we were rehearsing at his house, you know, and it was kind of, you know, doing a rehearsal in the house is kind of tough.
Yeah,
but he bad with us, you know, he let us come in there, and everything worked out. And like you say, one night we was rehearsing, and we started singing one of our songs, and we heard the harmony, you know. We heard the harmony, and our music was, I think the music always been fairly good.
Yeah.
But we started out, we were a little rough on the voices.
Yeah.
But God had brought the voices together, you know, through practice and rehearsal, and blessed us. So we thank God for that.
And let's talk a little bit about the new CD and DVD entitled I'm Waiting on You. First, let's start with the title. Why did you all call the album I'm Waiting on You?
Well, we really didn't know what to call it. Because one time, one song was, like we did the first CD, and we thought it was going to be named one thing called Fly Away. And then still, most songs don't get better. And then one of the hit songs on our CD is not really I'm Waiting on You, but it's Get Up. So we didn't know what, but we just realized that we've been waiting a long time to really hit, and it finally hit. So we named this one here, I'm Waiting on You, because at that time it was slow, it was smooth, pretty, and it had good words to it. So we decided to go with I'm Waiting on You.
And I'm plugging for myself a little bit here. Yeah, when I made up the cover, and we choose a picture for the front, and we took the picture at the church, Nebo, the church I'm associate pastor at, and the picture kind of portrays all of us sitting around like we're kind of waiting, you know, and it kind of created an atmosphere, and it gave me a mindset. I think that would be the best song to use for the title, and it worked out just right.
Yeah.